Hey friend, welcome back if you're returning and welcome if you're new. I'm G Marie and I'm obsessed with all things digital planning and budgeting on my iPad. In today's video, we're going to go ahead and budget my third paycheck for the month of October. And if you stay with me to the end of this video, I have something that I really think you're going to love and it's free. Some of you may remember I was out of work for a little bit over a month last month. So now I got to do a little bit of catching up. So with this paycheck, I need to pay my truck car note and the insurance as well as my cell phone. And now these are my October goals. I am currently working on these. So I did add that I wanted to save $1,000 for the end of the year. So I do have 6 paychecks, I believe, left between now and December 31st. So I need to save $1,000 within these next 6 paychecks. So if I go ahead and do the math on that, that is going to be $140 per paycheck. And my income varies a lot depending on the week or the month or how many shifts I pick up. Sometimes I'm paid twice a week and sometimes I'm only paid once a week, depending on if I pick up any shifts for my part-time job. One job is paid once a week and the other job is paid every 2 weeks. And although October is a magic month, meaning if you're paid every week, you get 5 paychecks. And if you're paid bi-weekly, you get 3 paychecks. For me, it'll be my main job is every 2 weeks. So I would have 3 paychecks, but I don't count that last paycheck for October because it's gonna go to November bills anyway. So this is my tracker for the $1,000 that I want to save before the end of the year. I do already have $160, I believe that's in there. And I just started saving this month in October. So I'm gonna go ahead and color in some of these circles. I'm gonna do the $160 because I am so happy to be back to work. It feels so good being able to actually save money again versus just spending it and not being able to really replenish it. Because like I stated earlier, I want to get this done by the end of the year and I only have 6 paychecks left, including this one. So this tracker is where I'm going to track every deposit that I make into my high yield savings account, which is going to be $140 per paycheck. And this tracker is a part of the Master Plan Finance Planner. It's in the Savings Challenges section. For those who are interested, there will be a link to this planner in the description below. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get on to this week's budget. So I do have over here on the little notepad the amounts that I am anticipating for this week's paycheck. Normally, I don't like to budget my income because of the fact that my income varies a lot. So normally I just wait to my deposits hit my account, then I go ahead and do my budget off of my actual numbers that were deposited into my checking account. Because I have a lot going on this week and I want to make sure that I get my budget done, and also for the sake of getting this video out, I'm just going to go ahead and estimate my income for the week. And hopefully it comes in as I anticipate and not under. So for my first part-time job, I am anticipating $700 because I did go ahead and pick up every other Friday. So that's adding an additional 3 shifts for the month of October. But going forward, it's going to be an additional 2 shifts per month. And then for my other part-time job, I did 6 hours last week, so I'm anticipating $240 for a total of $940 for the week. And I need to pay my cell phone, the car note, as well as the car insurance. So these are the 3 main bills that I want to make sure get paid this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna total up these 3 bills. So the cell phone, the car note, and my insurance total up to $477. And then I'm going to move on to the savings and investing category as well as sinking funds. I'm not doing any investing or any sinking funds this week. I'm only focusing on my emergency fund, which I don't really call my emergency fund. I call it my solution fund. For the sake of this video, I'll put down my emergency fund because I don't really like to bring in that negative energy. So this week I will be saving $140 per that goal that I want to accomplish by the end of the year. And then I'm gonna go over to my debt section and I need to pay my Platinum credit card, my Venture credit card, and also my Venture One credit card. My Platinum is the one that pays all my subscriptions every month, and that's only used for subscriptions. And then every month I go ahead and pay that total off. So my Platinum is one that gets paid off in full every month, and the other 2 are part of my debt payoff journey. Really quick, I'm just going to go ahead and total up these categories. So for my savings, it's $140, and then for debt, it's $269 that I will be paying towards that this week. So these 3 categories are my top three that I want to make sure get paid first. So I'm gonna go ahead and subtract these three from my total income for the week, or my budgeted income, estimated income for the week, just to see how much I'll actually have left over for any variable expenses. So once I take care of my three main bills, you already see that my money is already reduced down to pretty much half. So now I have $463 after the bills, and then I go ahead and subtract my solution fund, which is $140, leaving me with $323. And then I'm going to subtract my debt, which is $269, leaving me with only $54 darn dollars for any variable expenses. Luckily, we don't need any groceries this week, so I'm just going to take this $54 and put it towards Zion's after school program fee. And that's going to leave me with $0. So my budget is fully zeroed out. And then I like to also go and fill in the summary, just so I can have a quick snapshot of this paycheck. And more towards the beginning of next week, or pretty much when all the bills are paid and there's nothing left in my bank account, I will then come in and close out this budget. So really quick, ladies, I want to show you something that I recently created to help me better manage my money digitally, because you already know I am a digital girl. I call it the Financial Clarity Dashboard, and it is a Notion template that allows you to see on the main page where your money is going, so you can really feel confident about your finances. It's super minimal and easy to use. It can be your first step towards building financial peace in 2026. I am offering it for free to anyone who is on a journey towards financial freedom like myself. If you are interested in this template, just stay with me for a couple of minutes. On this main page, you will see all of your bank accounts with your balances, your recent monthly income, along with the month's current expenses. Here on the side, you will see your financial goals and spending per budget category. If you review this daily, you will have a constant reminder of your financial goals. On this page, it shows you what bank accounts the goal is linked to, the current balance, where the money is coming from, as well as a visual of your progress. So let's head back to the home page. So here on this page, you have your accounts. So really quick, I'm gonna show you how you can add some income and link it to your different bank accounts. So for this to be effective, once a week or bi-weekly, whenever you get paid, you're going to come in here and add your income. So you're going to add and then attach it to whatever account, whichever main account you have your money coming in. You should have one main account for all your money to come into, and then you start to disperse it to whatever different accounts you need to in order to manage your money efficiently. So I'm just going to link it to my main checking account, which is the account that all my income gets deposited into. And now I'm adding the amount, $700, as well as the date, and there is a section for any notes if needed to attach to this income. And I like to name the income by the employer's name and the amount of hours worked, just due to the fact that I have multiple different employers, as well as my income varies from week to week. So I'm just going to finish adding in the income that I actually budgeted at the beginning of this video. Normally I do this before my budget, but just for the sake of this video, I wanted to leave this part to the end. So I am doing it after my budget, but this is normally done before my budget because I just basically budget off of this. So this is the $940 that I did just budget. And over the course of the next couple of days, as I pay the bills and the money gets deducted from my main bill account, I will come in and put in the expenses so the math can start mathing. And for this transfer page, I created this page because I just wanted a way to keep track of the movement of my money from depositing from different accounts. And when you're moving money around between multiple accounts, it can get a little messy. So I just wanted a way to keep track of it. And this page does just that. And next is subscriptions, self-explanatory. This is just a page where you can keep track of all your subscriptions, whether they're monthly or annual. Also, I wanted this page to have the ability to break down all of my yearly subscriptions into monthly payments, because if you're like me, I save for all my yearly subscriptions throughout the year. So I don't have to come up with one large lump sum when it's due. Finally, we'll scroll down the financial goals section. Always good to set 1 to 3 goals you want to focus on. Maybe paying off a credit card, building your emergency fund, or saving for a trip. For me personally, I have 2 financial goals. One is to rebuild my emergency fund that I recently had to deplete. If you know, you know. And my second goal is to contribute $650 to my Roth IRA before the end of 2025. This goal section is your reminder that every small step does add up. And that's it. You're done. You now have a clean, beautiful snapshot of your finances, no spreadsheet, no overwhelm, and can be viewed on both desktop and your iPad. The link to this free Notion dashboard will be in the description box below. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more digital planning and financial organization tips. And as always, love, plan better, budget smarter, digitally.